Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Leaders Only Digital Show and Podcast. I'm your host, Kendall. Today, my guest I'm gonna be co-hosting without my brother right now, man. Hopefully, Samaj can get in, man. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but until then, man, you got me. So we are brought to you here by What a Change Mentoring Inc. and Tone Drone TV. We're discussing a couple of social media posts. New age parenting is harming your kids. Parenting is harming your kids, man. So please, we ask that you invite your friends, have a watch party, man, to the show, man. We ask that you just continue to subscribe to the channel, share, like, click that bell. Don't forget that if you miss it on the live streaming every Sunday at 2, then you can always hit pound replay in the comments and catch it on the replay, you know. But until then, man, we just gonna ask that you continue to support us, man, and continue to put your thoughts and everything into it, man. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the show, man, and hope everybody is feeling good and ready to dive right in, man. So mom gets upset at her disabled daughter and posts on Instagram. We're gonna check this video out and then I'll come back with our thoughts.
Attention! Bro, get the fuck back down. I'm tired of helping you do shit. I'm always helping you. When do I stop? When do I stop helping you? When do you do it yourself? Learn to do it yourself. Huh? I've been helping you. Everyone's been helping you. Now it's on you, bro. We cannot keep helping you. Tired of this shit, man. Get up on your own, bro. No, you're doing it wrong. That's the fucking problem. Pay attention. 1 foot, boom. Do it. Keep your foot fucking flat. Flat. Yeah. Now push off your hand. Yeah. And put your feet. Yes, Bela, why the fuck is so hard for you, bruh? I don't know. You're not paying attention. You need to fucking pay attention. Pay attention. I don't give a fuck. Fix your.
Yeah, man. So that was the video that I think it got posted about 2 weeks ago. It caught my attention about 2 weeks ago. My thoughts. I say this, man. I don't necessarily feel like she's wrong in the fact of having feelings. You know, everybody gets fed up. You know, everybody has feelings, right? Why do we post these type of things? Is what kills me. That's one. Two. I don't like the way that she handled the matter as far as how much profanity and things that she's using at the kid and screaming at the kid. That's crazy how she's reacting, but at the same time, you know, people have feelings, man. People get tired. But when you take on that role of having a child, no matter what the outcome is and how God creates that creation, it's never going to be the time of when I'm going to get a break or when is it going to stop or when are you going to do this or when you're going to have to teach and continue to teach until you can't teach no more. You made a decision to have that child. It's your responsibility to deal with it. That's where I'm at with it. Man, I wish I had Samaj on here right now to give his thoughts because we had a heavy conversation with the crew before we brought this up. And one of the key things I know that he says is, you know, everybody, my brother deals with my father on a regular basis. And it's tough, you know, because my dad has his ways, you know, he listens when he wants to listen. He does things when he wants to do it. And it's kind of nerve wracking, but what's done in private is in private. And even when he gets frustrated, it's not in a matter of this total disrespect. You know, I feel like that child is getting disrespected too. So, man, I really wish my partner was here today on that statement because this is a heavy perspective thing, and I would love for y'all to hear his perspective, man, because it's interesting because he's the caretaker right now, and he deals with it on a day-to-day basis, him and his significant other. So, man, I wish he was here, but that's how I feel. Drop some comments, drop some things in the comment section, and tell me how you feel about it. But I'm gonna go ahead into the next story, man. This one is a sad one. Scary, nasty. But yeah, I know, bro, man. I know you have definitely a lot to share, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into this one. 24-year-old killed in mass shooting was paralyzed from surviving 2019 drive-by shooting. Family said Azir Harris, 24, was one of the 3 people killed in a mass shooting on Eden Street around 1 a.m. Monday. Troy Harris, Azir's father, says his son became a wheelchair user at the age of 17 following his injuries of a drive-by shooting in South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The 24-year-old victim has 1-year-old son, and the mother of his son was one of the 9 injured in the mass shooting. Let's check out this video. It's definitely gonna be tough. So just be prepared, and we'll share our thoughts when we come back.
Developing tonight, we're learning more about some of the victims in that deadly mass shooting in Grays Ferry. Philadelphia police say it was one of 19 shooting incidents over the July 4th weekend. 3 people in the Grays Ferry mass shooting were killed and 9 more injured. Investigators returning to the scene today.
The father of 24-year-old Azir Harris had a heartbroken plea to the city of Philadelphia today to put the guns down. He says Azir was a father to a 1-year-old little boy and a paraplegic because he survived a drive-by shooting when he was only 17 years old. This family has been through so much, and they are devastated.
I carried him at his time when he was down, and now I can't be there to pick him up no more, and it hurts. Really do. Hurts me bad.
Troy Harris says he keeps a close watch on his son, the youngest of 6, 24-year-old Azir Harris, who has been wheelchair-bound since he was 17 years old following his injuries in a drive-by shooting in South Philadelphia. When Azir's friends got him out of the house last night, he says he didn't question it.
But I figured they'd either go to the store, get some juice or something like that. Never thought that he would be on the other side of town and that happened to him.
He identified Azir, an outgoing positive father to a 1-year-old boy, as one of the 3 victims shot and killed on the 1500 block of South Edding Street around 1 a.m. He says Azir's son's mother was one of the 9 other victims injured in the shooting. Emotional loved ones gathered outside Penn Presbyterian Hospital all morning for updates as police were seen towing vehicles away for evidence. Police say this video is part of their ongoing investigation. The gunfire striking homes and cars, one of them towed from the neighborhood today. Commissioner Kevin Bethel said he believes at least one gun had a switch on it, a device that can convert handguns into fully automatic machine guns.
Yeah, man. So I know that video is kind of tough to see or watch. I just hope that you understand that that's a sick time and sad. Very absolutely, bro. Very, very sad. If you pay attention to how many people was on that little porch, man, and just diving for their lives, man, and then all the automatic weapons that's on the porch, not even talking about the ones that's aiming at the porch. So just to see the alarming of that, it's like, yeah, it's past sad. It's sickening. It's nasty, man. How after it's all said and done, these kids still get on social media and brag about it and joke about it and make it a laughing matter, man. I just watched the video where they made it a laughing matter, where these rappers and street dudes are getting into it on Instagram Live and they laughing about it and joking about it and top opping, if that's what they call it. But yeah, this is crazy. I feel for that young man. I wish wish he wouldn't have made his decision to go with his friends. Being though that he is an advocate of gun violence, trying to decrease the gun violence, but some decisions you got to make on your own. This is where I'm at with it. I'm just sick of seeing it. I'm kind of like tired of just the street narrative. I came from that. I'm pretty much outgrown that. But it's a sad situation. I send my condolences out to that young man's family, and everybody that played victim in this situation and got affected. Families, the actual people that got injured, the ones that lost their lives, the ones that are going to be traumatized, that didn't even get injured, that were just on site, that's going to have to battle that every day just to see if they did survive that, they lost somebody in front of them, or they was fighting for their life. In a matter of seconds, it could have been gone. It's tough. That's just crazy. Like, it's nonsense. It's always promoted now. Like I was talking to the crew. Some of these pages on social media, man, you would be amazed of what gets approved on social media. And they have a top page in Philly where they post stuff like this all day long. Like, this is up there. You might see it's a lot of uncensored stuff up there that's reckless, and it's just sad that kids get access to see this, and then we wonder why it's happening, and then the lack of parenting in the house, and the lack of intelligence for these kids, and getting the proper teaching. It's crazy because you're sitting on a ring camera with a switch. Like, don't think that they're not going to see this. Like, you're on camera. Like, nobody's going to. They're going to see you anyway. So it's like, it's just crazy. So it's just reckless, man. And once again, I wish Samaj could be some of this, man, because this is a wicked one, and it's like I said, it's real nasty. It's a real nasty situation, man. And like I said, man, I just pray that these young fellas and these young women start making better decisions. And I just pray that these parents of these young people start to pay attention to really what's going on. And start to parent. Start to have conversations with your kids. You can't fix the past, but you can change now. You can change the present. So that's where I'm going to leave that story at, man. And we'll continue to update you because there's going to be a lot of updates on that one. So with that being said, man, we're going to always continue to encourage you to be your best, man, physically, mentally, emotionally. Man, we've always preached to eat right, to get the proper rest, get sleep. Just do something to feed the mind, man, that in a good way. Feed the spirit in a good way. Get your help. If you're not healed, man, search for that help, man, before you have these wicked thoughts and before you get out of your body. I've been battling it, man, for the last month or so, man, just learning in a relationship. So I know I'm there. I'm there with you. So I know I have my times where I get into dark times where I need to go vent or go talk to somebody. So before you get to those crazy moments, go talk to somebody, speak to somebody. Go work out, go take you a run, go take you a ride on the bike, or things of that nature, or go take you a swim. But if you can't, and it's getting to that point, man, we have our own suicide hotline / emergency number, and it's 988. Call, text. You could be anonymous. You could say it. You could say who. Whatever you want to do, it's our access. Don't hesitate. You're struggling, use it. Man, last story of the day, man, is a big one right now, and I feel like it's the cause and effect of what's going on now. New age parenting is harming our kids. Parents are now too busy, too distracted, too afraid to lead with strength. So we hide behind fake. We hide behind the fake gentle parenting and call it conscious parenting. Now, mental health issues in kids and teens are higher than ever. They're anxious, depressed, suicidal, because they're being raised without God, without truth, without real boundaries. They're obsessed with fake beauty, viral trends. That's what get it all the time. And social media validation. They're listening to garbage that glorifies rebellion, rebel ways, confusion, self-destruction. Remember that song, Self-Destruction, by KRS-One? And instead of pulling them back, we give them the space to let them figure it out. It's abandonment and the easy way out of parenting. That's a fact, man. If you are not speaking truth into your kids, if you are not leading with strength and love and more worried about their temporary emotion and then their internal direction, then you're leaving the door open to the world to raise them. And the world is grooming them into darkness, confusion, and pain. That's a fact, bro. Low vibration running the nation. Say that one more time. Low vibration is running the nation. That's a fact. Everybody's in tune with what's being posted, distract us, to blind us. You know, Diddy had the biggest situation, boy, and they made it blinding us. You know what I'm saying? It's preventing everything that we got going on. What's more important than what's in your household? Is what I'm trying to figure out. But hey, idolizing people is what's up these days, I guess. You are not traumatizing them by telling them no. You're not protecting them and guiding them. You're doing the job the world is hoping you'll hand over. You know what I'm saying? Pray. This Mr. Samad right here, y'all. This said pray. Meditation for sure. Give it to the Most High first. That's a fact. But nobody's leading with the Most High. Everybody want to be the leaders. They want to be the person with the last words, or gotta have the hey. Let me be the person to control this and control that. Just because they children don't mean they don't have a mouth, a voice, a ear. They can't. You got like they blinded because they younger. Listen, everything you spit out, they sponge up and soak in, and then you gonna get the reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember everything that you're doing that hurts them, the sponging them, holding it in. When they explode, half of it is because of us, because of the parents, and what they had to consume the whole time they was in that household, or whatever situation they're in. You know, they need a parent strong enough to lead them back to God, while the rest of the world keeps pulling them away from him. Because if you don't lead your child, the system will, if isn't already. So that was just some intake, some key points, right? And then I just touch up on how I feel on certain things, right? Man, last week, right, my brother said some tough things that was true, man, and I could commend him my mom, commend her. You know, I commend them because they had that conversation. I had my conversation with my mom. I accepted everything now. No, I forgive her. You know, and I'm glad that we can move on. You know, but today's parenting, I don't have children of my own, so I kind of like, I'm kind of like thrown off at, in the situation that I'm dealing with, you know, because not being a biological father or mother or to the child, and you're the step parent or however that goes, um, it limits you to certain things, right? But at the same time, man, I just try to be a better person, period, right? Whether my niece is in my presence, my cousin, my friend's kid, you know, it's that, and that's absolutely right because the unity, like I try to just lead by example and protect them and teach them the morals and principles and just be respectful when they're in my presence and just teach them that and try to teach that when they're in my presence to get that off. Just even if they, because I can't be your parent when you got my presence. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I hate that social media is so easy to access, and I hate that it's so overpowering that everything they do in the household they post, and that's not parenting. Like I hear stupid shit like, "Well, let me see what the new TikTok is, so I can learn how to do this with my kid." You don't even know what to do with your kid. You gotta go on TikTok. You gotta go on social media and figure it out. Like that's crazy to me. So it's like you wonder why these kids are going out doing everything that they see. Shit, you doing it, you know? Um, but that's just how I feel, man. Cause shit be crazy. Excuse me, person, but it's cool to have your own feelings. It's cool to feel. It's going to happen. You're going to naturally get mad if something ruffles your feathers, right? You don't have to run and post it. You don't have to abuse nobody with your verbal either. You don't have to react with violence. That's a fact. You can't serve two gods. You can't be hot. You can't be cold. You got to be one or the other. That's a fact, bro. The lack of unity, the lack of leadership, the lack of proper fellowship. I mean, the lack of, you know what I'm saying, the lack of bringing things together. Children are born to hold their parents' accountability. That's a fact. And it's sad that the parents these days, and in the past, but these parents now are still just like everything, everybody homie with their kids. Everybody friends, everybody let their kids do what they want. Kids stay up to 5, 6 in the morning. They don't go to sleep because it's summertime. What? What? I don't get that. I don't get that. They're not getting the proper rest. They're not even going to, you know what I'm saying? The system definitely raising the parents and kids these days. Yes, they are, Samad. Yes, they are. And it's crazy. Um, you get to see it every day um, with your students and your football, uh, with the football team, you know, and with our family, you know, and with other families because you play a role everywhere, which is a blessing. But I see it too, man. And I see it in the grocery store. I see it in just going out there. When I'm working out, just going walking to the car, I see it going in the elevator. You know, kids just getting yelled at, screamed at, and embarrassed, and self-esteem bullets at them, all that, you know. Uh, but it's a lack of a lot. We need to take accountability for it first. Lead with love, yes, sir. Because it's a lack of love in this world, boy. A lack of love. And it's a lack of genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's a lack of unity. You know, we're going to keep saying that. And it's a lack of truth. And it's a lack of accountability. People are scared to accept the truth. You know? Everybody think they're their best friend. Oh, that's my kid. Oh, that's my kid. Oh, don't talk to her like that. Well, shit, you talk to her like that. You talk to him like that. Everybody trying to go viral. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right, bro. Everybody trying to go viral with everything that's happening in their own household. That's crazy. And you're right. You're right. Everybody living for the gram. Facebook, Twitch, social media. Big. Everybody living for that. Crazy, man. Disgusting. It's a wicked thing, man. That's the new disease, for real, social media. That's killing more people than anything. You see all these viral shots on camera and all that. That's one of the biggest new weapons, social media, to me. But man, it's time for us to step up, man. Take accountability, man. Heal yourself, eat right, change your diet. It's time for you to stop doing the same thing. I can't get with this new era. So it's like I want to get better. I don't want to fit in. I just want to get better all the way around the board. And I advise you to do the same to help this youth. Because we nothing if we can't help ourselves. How you gonna help the youth? You can't even help yourself. You can't even take accountability for your own act. You can't even take ownership or take the initiative to go heal yourself before you try to heal somebody else. You know. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. This is the Leaders Only Digital Show on podcast, live streaming every Sunday at 2. We appreciate you joining us every week, man, for these shows. We hope that you enjoyed the show. We hope that that you get more in tune with the show. We look forward to you joining every week, and we look forward to our service that join every week, and we want new. Let us know what interest that interests you, man, and we'll bring it to the table, man. We'll bring it to the show, man. And we always want to bring new things about, man. It's not all about us; it's about us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We're brought to you here by What a Change Mentoring Inc. and Tone Drone TV. I am one of your hosts, Kendall, and my brother Samaj. Man, like I said, we had technical difficulties today, but he definitely was here in the chat, so he kept us going. Man, we ask that you please subscribe, share, like, click that bell, comment, email us at leadersonly22@gmail.com. Man, we would love to hear from you. We'd love to know some new things, man. Until then, we'll see you, man. Peace.